Morgan Huber here alongside SMU head coach Rhett Lashlee. Coach, football media day. You told me that you were building a foundation of being a finishing program. You're one win away from finishing as conference champions. As I say those words, what goes through your mind?
Yeah, I'm excited to make it to this point. I think our guys have done a really good job this year of just taking it 1 week at a time to try to get to this point. And so, like I told them today, hey, we've made it here. Let's enjoy it. I think they're preparing like they have every other week, and I think they'll play the best they can on Saturday. But to have a goal and to put yourself in position to achieve it, I think says a lot about our team.
When you think back to week 4, that 17-point loss at TCU, what's the single biggest difference that you've seen from your team since then?
Yeah, I think, when you're starting a new quarterback and you got a lot of new people, early in the year you're learning who you are on offense, defense, the identity. We knew early on defensively who we are a little bit earlier. We played good defense. And, TCU was our worst game of the year, specifically on offense. I think we came out of that game, we were about to start conference. We had a better idea of what Preston really felt good about, what he was good at, what the pieces around him could do. And so we were able to kind of get an identity on offense and start kind of each week by week, kind of building on top of what we thought our identity was. And I think we just got better and better each week. I thought he got better and better each week. And I think it just showed as we went into conference.
You have to go into this one, though, without your starting quarterback. Preston Stone carted off in that game against Navy with Kevin Jennings, redshirt freshman. What unique skill set does he bring to your offense?
Well, he's a winner. He won a state championship his last year out of high school at South Oak Cliff High School here in Dallas. It was the first DISD school to win a state title in over 60 years. So he's used to winning. He's used to winning championships. The moment isn't too big for him. He's just a redshirt freshman, but last year he played in less than 4 games, but in 2 of those was against Tulsa and Memphis, meaningful drives, meaningful minutes. This year, into the game against Rice, he's been in some kind of high leverage situations already when he has played college. So I think one of his superpowers is he's just the same guy all the time. And I'm sure inside there'll be some anxiousness, but once he starts playing, our guys believe in him. He's got a big arm, he can run, our offense doesn't have to change, and we just got a lot of faith in him.
To have 8 different receivers this year with over 300-plus yards, or 8 different guys, what does that speak to, and just sort of the depth that you've been able to show offensively?
Yeah, I think it's kind of an example of where we are across the board as a team. We're just a team, and we got good players, but we've played a lot of people. We've been too deep at a lot of positions. We almost say we have co-starters at receiver, and we just roll them, and they stay fresh throughout the game. They've been able to stay mostly healthy throughout the season. And it really hadn't mattered. Next guy up or whoever's drive it is, they make the plays. Again, we had our first guy have a 100-yard game in week 12. It's kind of unusual for us, but to your point, we've got 8 guys that have over 300 yards. All are going to have over 20 catches on the season. I think the next closest team in the country has 5. So we've been a true team offense, and it's worked.
As you watch the film on Tulane this week, what is it that's keeping you up at night?
Well, I think it's very similar to last year in that, on defense, that's their strength. They know how to stop the run. They're as good as anybody in the country stopping the run, trying to make you one-dimensional. They play very aggressive on the outside in their pass coverage. And, I think there's no probably coincidence of why we're playing them in this game. The 2 best defenses made it to the end. They're really good. Offensively, they got Michael Pratt, a lot of experience. They've got just a plug-and-play, a new running back, but they run the football well. Michael's so efficient with it, they can run it a lot more than they throw it, and when they do throw it, a lot of times good things happen for them, and they're just extremely well coached. Willie does a great job.
With the transformation that you've seen from your defense, number 13 right now in the country, best in 40 years, what is it that you've really seen in terms of the improvement from year 1 to year 2?
I think a couple things. I think that the number one thing that we've done is we swarm to the football. We run to the football. You turn the film on and you just, there's usually 7 or 8 white or blue jerseys around the ball, and that's what great defenses do. It makes up for missed tackles, it makes up for mistakes, it creates, big plays for an offense from being touchdowns, and you get them on the ground and maybe you get a chance to play the next down. So I think that's the first thing we've done, just created a culture of we run and we swarm to the football. I think the second thing we've done is we've stopped the run and we've limited explosive plays. And made people drive the field on us. And in college football, that's hard to do. People make mistakes, you get turnovers, you hold them to field goals. And that's just been consistently who we've been all year.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck.
Thank you.